Hello everybody, welcome back to the Eden Audio YouTube channel. My name's Adam and I'm the owner of Eden Audio. Eden Audio are based in Cotford St Luke, Somerset in the United Kingdom. Just recently we've had a big new box of goodies arrive from Aune, and one of those boxes is the new hot X8 DAC. Notice that on the box it's a 32-bit 768K DSD 512 Magic DAC. Is it magic? We certainly hope so. We really are looking forward to showing you these hot new products that have just arrived from Aune. Stay tuned everybody, because this is getting really exciting. And there she is, the beautiful new Aune X8 DAC. What an absolutely stunning looking piece of kit that is. That sleek look that Aune have now got for the X series. Tap it. Look at that. It's built like an absolute brick. The volume control. Oh, wonderful. Buttery smooth. Excellent feel to the quality of it. This really is a superbly built piece of kit. The type of build that we've now come to expect from Aune. Their range of products, honestly, are just getting better and better as the range evolves. Brilliant. Love it. Well done. Because this is such a brand new hot product from Aune, I haven't yet got the technical specifications for it, so I don't actually know what the DAC is inside. The old X1S did feature ESS Sabri DAC, but as I say, the new one, I'm not 100% sure which DAC is in it, but there is also another very interesting feature that this DAC contains, and I'm going to show you that right now. If we turn the unit upside down and we look at the rear of the X8, we can see there a little cover. You see the two screws at the top and the bottom. That contains the op amps. Now, Aune have come out with an absolutely fantastic and brilliant and simple idea. All you need to do is undo those two screws. You get a little kit that comes with the DAC. It's like a little pair of pliers, so it gives you instructions of how you take out the old op amp and you can replace it. I think there's a choice of 8 op amps which you can use. Now the idea behind this is so you can tailor the sound to suit your type of music that you like to listen to. So each op amp creates a slightly different sound. Now I think that's a brilliant idea and an excellent unique selling point for this little DAC. I've got now by the side of it the older generation X1S, so we can compare the two units side by side. As I say, they're still part of the X range. They're called the X range by the shape and design of the actual unit itself. If you see there, you've got a curve there and you've got a curve there, and you see that will form the shape of an X. That is why it is called the X series. As you see on the front panel, there's a few major differences that we can notice. The first and most obvious one is the headphone port. This is the X1S, which was a headphone amplifier and DAC in one. The brand new, spanking brand new X8 Magic DAC is just a pure DAC. It's been designed purely and solely for getting the best musical sound possible. If you look at the rear of the two units, you will notice there are some important changes Aune have made. The first one, and probably the biggest difference, is the power supply input. Because on the X1S you could add the XP1, which I'm going to show you here. That's it, that's the XP1. Now you could add the XP1 as an external power supply. So you would take this cable here and you would connect it into the rear of the XP1, as I say, for an upgraded external power supply. But that is not possible on the X8. As you notice here, you've got a completely different power input. They've both got USB inputs, they've both got optical inputs. Also on the X8 DAC, you've now got a dedicated coaxial input. Also on the rear, you've got a preamp out. As I say, you can use the X8 as a pre-amplifier, plus you've got your audio outs. So there are some slight but important changes that have been made to the rear of these two devices. So what I did, I made a little experiment. I connected up the X1S. Now this is quite interesting because the DAC in the X1S is the ESS Sabri DAC. And I thought I would do a little experiment to see how they sounded like, what the difference is between having the onboard DAC and having an external DAC. When I first connected it up, the sound is, how can I say it? It sounded more impressive, more dynamic. But after a while, I started to feel a little bit more fatigued. The treble, the top end extension was more thinner, a little bit more grating. Over time you notice this effect. And I think this is one of the characteristics of the ESS Sabri DAC, that it's very dynamic, but it's also thinner sounding, more harsher sounding. It hasn't got that tubey warmth, that analog sound. If you're a person that likes listening to vinyl, likes the analog sound, likes warmth, likes that tube sound, the AK4490 chip would probably suit you more. But if you're a person that likes a dynamic, upbeat, in your face, lots of treble extension, then probably the ESS Sabri DAC will suit you more. But me, honestly, for long-term listening, I would take the AK4490 chip, and that means having that aune, the DAC that's in aune, leave it as it is. Get a look at the rear of the units where we've got the cabling. I know this is a contentious subject for some. Many people say you don't really need to spend any money on cables, but it's up to each individual how much they want to spend really. If you notice a difference, change your cables. If you don't. It's as simple as that. On the rear of these we've got KLE Innovations. I must say I really do enjoy the KLE Innovations. They've got a very distinctive sound quality to them, and I must say I like them and rate them very highly indeed. There you see the aerial. This is for your Wi-Fi signal, so you can pick up the Wi-Fi signal from your router. Also at the back here, I don't know how clear you can see that. There you see a USB port that enables you to attach an external hard drive. Also, that is the port you use for upgrading the software on the S5 network player. There you've got your LAN port from your router. You can connect that directly to your router with a LAN cable. Also here we've got a Pure Phonics digital cable. This is a pure silver. And there you see another KLE Innovations. That's a copper harmony plug. We fit these plugs on the end of our cables because, quite frankly, they're probably the best plugs you can fit. Then we've got a couple of Acoustic Revive products. Then we've got the AES output optical. Moving on, we've got, if that's going to keep in focus for me, this is the rear of the X8 DAC. There you can see the power supply cable goes in. You've got the USB port. There's the Pure Phonics cable. There's the Pure Phonics digital cable, which I was telling you about. That is pure silver with copper harmony plugs fitted on the rear. And the interconnects, which go to the amplifier, they again are Pure Phonics, and they've got silver harmony plugs on them. So that's the rear of the two products. There's the rear of the new X8 DAC from Aune. Let me just recap that and go over the players again for you. We've got the Aune S5. This is a player, a network player that comes in two versions. You've got a version that allows you to add your own DAC of choice, or you've got the version like I've got here that has its own onboard DAC. This to me is an absolutely bargain of a player. The sound of this DAC is very analog sounding, very tubey. It has a lovely warmth about it. It's a sound that you can enjoy for hours on end without feeling any kind of fatigue at all. Really is a remarkable value for money player. However, it does allow you to add a DAC of your choice as well if you so wish. As I say, I tested it with the Aune X1S, and to me the sound did change. It became more in your face, more impressive on first listening, more dynamic and upfront. But there was a downside to this bigger, more energetic sound, and that to me was that it became a little bit more thinner, especially in the treble, a little bit more harsher in the treble, as I say, thinner sounding. The first couple of minutes of listening to it, it's the kind of sound that you think, whoa, wow, this is really impressive. But I imagine over time you'll probably start to feel get a little bit tired of that kind of presentation. Therefore, I would recommend that if you buy the Aune S5 with the onboard DAC, you don't really need to touch it. But as I say, in the next video we're going to make, I'm going to add the X8. Now, I've got an inclination of the DAC that Aune have used in this product, so I'm looking forward to showing you exactly how that combo sounds. Thank you very much for tuning in to this latest Eden Audio little production here of the latest aune products with guys. Say I highly recommend this brand because the build quality is superb, the sound quality is superb, excellent value for money. Aune are a very serious Chinese brand. They take their products very seriously. I've seen them develop their products over the years and they just continue to get better and better. As I say, in the next video I'm going to show you exactly how good they sound. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you now. Bye bye.